Hi everyone, just hope that you're having a good day in light of COVID-19 and being shelter in place. And all of us are trying to learn new things, and uh, all of our youth staff, we're trying to figure out what are some of the things that we can continue doing, or what are some of the new things we can do. And we're just trying to be creative. And one of the things that I thought about was to maybe start a midweek devotion sharing. So here we are, and I just want to start that and start this and put it on YouTube and have you guys check it out. As you can see, this beautiful orchid right next to me, this is actually a gift from Hester, who one time about a month ago, we had a staff meeting at at our house, and Hester brought this with her and gave it to us as a gift. As you can see, it's very beautiful. It's still growing. It's a month already. As some of you guys may have able to recall that I've shared with you all that we're just not good with plants, and every time when we try to grow something, it always ends up dying. Anything we try to grow dies, and surprisingly, this orchid is still growing beautifully. I'm watering it as I'm supposed to, and it's beautiful. And it leads me to think about our spiritual lives, how we're supposed to grow. And one of the passages, particularly, I thought about this, how Apostle Paul talks about this in 1 Corinthians chapter 3, where he talks about, Apostle Paul said, I planted the seed, Apollos watered, but God grows it, right? So I just thought about, God grows everything, including our spiritual growth, our spiritual lives. And that leads me thinking, like, what are we doing in light of COVID-19, in light of shelter in place? Are we doing anything to our spiritual lives where we're still growing, right? And it leads me to think about this verse in 2 Peter chapter 1. 2 Peter chapter 1, let me read this for us. It says, make every effort to add to your faith goodness, and to goodness knowledge, and to knowledge self-control, and to self-control perseverance, and to perseverance godliness, and to godliness brotherly kindness, and to brotherly kindness love. For if you possess these qualities in increasing measure, they will keep you from being ineffective and unproductive in your knowledge of our Lord Jesus Christ. If you look at this passage, the writer of this passage reminds us, he says, or encourages us, make every effort to add to your faith, right? What are we doing? What are some of the things that we're doing to add to our faith? Are we making every effort to add to our faith, right? Or are we just casually, reading here and there, or are we not even doing anything to add to our faith? And then it gives us a list of things, right? Goodness, to knowledge, to self-control, to perseverance, to godliness, and to mutual affection, and to love, right? It gives us a list to work on, basically, to possess these things. And verse 8 gives us a really, I think it's the key to this passage, right? Verse 8, it says what? For if you possess these qualities in increasing measure, right, they will keep you from being ineffective and unproductive in your knowledge of our Lord Jesus Christ, right? Keep in mind the word increasing measure, right? It's not just a one-shot deal, right? If you possess these qualities, oh, great, I'm done. I don't have to do anything about it, right? It's not telling us that, but it's telling us it's an increasing measure, right? It's an ongoing thing. Don't stop. Don't think that you have achieved it, but keep going, keep growing, right? In increasing measure. And then what will happen? It tells us that they will keep you from being ineffective and unproductive in your knowledge of our Lord Jesus Christ. I think being a nation and everything, we always are very goal driven, right? We think about the end product, the end, what our achievements are, accomplishments, right? The last thing we want is that, being ineffective or being unproductive. Think about during this shelter in place time, right? The last thing you want is being unproductive, right? You have work to do. You got schoolwork that you have to finish and turn in every week, right? You don't want to be ineffective in the things that you do or unproductive in the things that you do. And more importantly, this passage is talking about your spiritual life, is talking about your knowledge of our Lord Jesus Christ. The last thing is that you don't want to be ineffective and unproductive in your knowledge of our Lord Jesus Christ. Because we are relational people. We are called to be in a relationship with Jesus Christ. And how important is that? And then if we are ineffective and being unproductive, then we're going the wrong direction, guys, right? So that's the last thing we want to do, is being ineffective and unproductive, right? So my encouragement to all of us is figure out ways what you can continue doing, what you can do to build on your faith, to have these qualities in increasing measure. Don't let it stop, right? The last thing we want is being ineffective and unproductive. So share your comments, like this video if you get a chance, so that I know you saw it. And then comments, share your thoughts. Share with me, share with everyone that, what are some of the things that we can do to continue to grow in our faith in our Lord Jesus Christ. So love to hear from you guys. Subscribe to the channel. Love to see you guys again here next week, midweek. In the meantime, we'll see you guys Friday during fellowship. Love y'all. Take care of yourself. Stay home. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Bye-bye.